It knows my name, my existence. It is not a mistake. It is ordained by God. In the name of Jesus Christ. All the great people whom God has raised to the top of glory, they will tell you when they started, none of them was believed by people. Today everyone can envy David or Deborah, our father in the Lord books. But when they started Winners Chapel, he said in his testimony they had to have an office was on the the container. That was their office. But he believed. Many people, they are failing to access the supernatural because why? They precede, they advance first their reality, they present their reality, they strengthen their reality more than what God has said they shall be. Supernatural is not for people who move by what they see. When you see green, contradict to say, I see yellow. If you want to really to move in the supernatural, contradict whatever the world and the nature present you. Is the reason why Moses, the people, the Pharaoh you see, you shall see him no more. People that are busy crying, Moses watu paisha ifwe. Can God call you in order for you to suffer? Can God call you by your name in order for you to be destroyed in the wilderness? God is not a criminal, he's the responsible God. Like I found in the book of Job 41:11 last week I preached, he was saying, who has a claim against me? He's demonstrating his responsibility. God has never called you in order for you to die in the wilderness. I said, you shall enter your destiny. I said, you shall reach your destiny. Say amen, everyone. Even if the reality presents you blue, you, if God has said that this blue is green, keep on confessing it's green. Because he knows better than you. Do you know why? When you precede the supernatural by the current happening, you block the eyes to see. Is the reason why in Jeremiah 11 and 12 the Lord took him in the realm of the spirit. He asked him, what did you see? He wanted to see if indeed his supernatural was operative. Because when the supernatural is operative, people, they have different vision. People see contrary to what other people they don't see. What did you see? See, I see a road and a tree of mango. And the Bible said, the Lord answered, I say, you see correctly. Until you see correctly, then you are not qualified for the next level. What do you see about your life? If you have never seen correctly about your life, then don't count yourself to be what you've never seen. Because everyone, you become the reflection of what you project before. That's what God said, as your eyes, as far as your eyes can see, so shall be your possession as well. What you've never seen, you can never possess. There are certain people, they've never seen themselves great, but they want to be great. Before you become great, you need to agree with the way God sees you as well. You need to see correctly as God sees at you. That's why when I look at you, I contradict the reality of your life. I see you as a billionaire. I see you as a director. I see you as a CEO of a company. I see you as someone higher. What the devil like you told you are going higher again. The ladder you shut them and let it be so in the name of Jesus. Don't expect to be what you've never seen in yourself. God said you see correctly. Yes, he has unveiled the purpose of why you are existing, but do you see the way he sees you? You know, what you see in you, you just see defeat. You are so negative about yourself. No one else, you don't see as God sees. Because God said you have seen correctly. You did not miss out. People who have experienced a spiritual process, they have a different way of looking at life. They always see correctly. They don't try in their seeing. They don't try. Ask your neighbor again, neighbor, say, how do you see about yourself? Say again, how do you see yourself in the next 2 years? Second, how do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Second, the way you see yourself, so shall it be. If you see yourself as a millionaire, begin to behave as a millionaire. If you see yourself as a chief justice, begin to work as a chief justice. If you see yourself as a lawyer, begin to talk as a lawyer. If you see yourself as a director, begin to move as a director. If you see yourself as a prophet, begin to talk as a prophet. Am I having people who see themselves better here? Your celebration will show me if you have seen about yourself. Do you have people who see themselves on top here? I don't see you. Do you have people who see themselves on top here? Have a seat, I bless you. You cannot be what you have never seen yourself to be. That's how your eyes need to be open. Look at the person next to you. How do you see yourself in the next 6 months? Second, how do you see yourself in the next 1 year? How do you see yourself in the next 2 years? Say, how do you see yourself in the next 3 years? Tonight, God shall make you to be what you see yourself. The way you see yourself, there shall it be in the name of Jesus. I see us having a massive crowd. Comes like they've never come before. God is saying that in the next month to come, we shall be fighting for place, even in the midweek service. People that shall be running fast, fighting for places of midweek service. I vow upon my calling. So shall it be in the name of Jesus. I said, so shall it be in the name of Jesus. What I'm seeing myself in the time to come, we shall have a problem. We shall have bank of our own. Whether the devil like it or not, we shall have HOD Bank Zambia. I say, I see you going higher. I see you becoming a high court for life. If you please again, favor. If you see correctly as God sees, then what you see is ordained and must to be upon your life. How do you see yourself in Kitwe? Because what you see about yourself also affects your character. Because people behave in line of what they've seen themselves. Am I talking to someone here? If you see yourself as a mother of twins, begin to walk as a mother of twins. If you see yourself driving a car, begin to behave as someone is driving a car. Begin already to go and learn how to drive a car. If you see yourself as a director, begin to train yourself how a director can talk. If you see yourself as a minister, begin to talk as a minister can talk. If you see yourself as a president, begin to see yourself as a president talk. I say, what you see over your life, so shall it be in the name of Jesus. The ladder you go, amen, let it be so in the name of Jesus. Because what is going to do with you is not a matter of today. It's an issue that has already been designed from eternity. From eternity, God designed you as a billionaire. From eternity, God designed you as a mother of twins. From eternity, God designed you as a director. From eternity, God designed you as a chief justice. So at all costs, you shall be what God has already designed you to be. I say you're going higher again. Someone shout louder, favor. You know, when you have seen yourself as God sees you, it affects your character. It imposes a particular way of living of your life. Say amen very well. No one becomes what they've never dreamed they can be. Trust me. Otherwise, you live a life contract the way you've never. Change the way you look at yourself. The Lord say you see correctly. Since you have sinned correctly, then what you have sinned, you shall be. Ask anybody, do you see correctly? Tell your neighbor, you are seeing yourself very wrong. I want to contradict the reality of your life. Lift up again your finger of authority. Point again to the person next to you. Say, you are wrong the way you are looking at yourself. When I look at you, I see a billionaire. I see a solution provider. I see someone who's higher. I'm contradicting the reality of your life. You are born to reign. You are born to be above. You are born to be of dominion. If you believe, I want you to celebrate and put your hand together for Jesus. Have a seat, bless. I'm about to finish. Look at your neighbor, say, it is not my fault. It is all about the eternity. For me to be a billionaire, it is not my fault. It was designed by God. Before I was formed in the womb of my mother, God has already ordained me as a millionaire in Zambia, as a billionaire in Zambia, as a solution provider in Zambia. It is not my fault. If you believe, say it. What we shall be tomorrow, it is not our fault. It was ordained by Him. Every spiritual encounter ordained mean confirm, mean seal and establish the matter. Nothing guarantee the sealing and establish of matter as a spiritual experience. Since the day I went through the spiritual process, I knew the reason why I was born. And I've never struggled and I've never diverted from my purpose, but I remain in focus in line of my purpose. Do you know why you're trying here and there? Because you've never known the reason why. That's why you want to gulisa beans, you want to gulisa rice, you want to go to Nakonde, you want to sell tomato. You don't know if you're selling. You are diverting from your purpose. My prayer tonight, someone should penetrate by the gate of no gate. I want you to see the purpose why you are born. Telling your neighbor, I'm not a mistake. I want you to confess with us again, I'm not a mistake. Second, with power and confidence again, I'm not a mistake. The louder you go, God is going to confirm and fulfill the purpose of existence. Again, I'm not a mistake. The higher you go, you are telling off the devil and the wizard of your family. Say again, I'm not a mistake. The higher you go, let the purpose of existence be sealed and ordained by every second. I'm not a mistake. If you believe you're not a mistake, clap your hand and celebrate Jesus. One hour prayer. Then after that I speak, because on Sunday we shall have a purpose. Are you blessed? When you look at yourself, you don't see correctly. You are seeing your life contrary to the way God looks at you. Until when there is an agreement with your life and the realm of the spirit, then the matter is sealed. How many people believe in greatness? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Listen again, I want to tell you something. Have a seat, I bless you. Okay, she's my niece. Her mother is the first child of my aunt, the elder sister to my father. They are born and bred here. The first time she started staying with me, I told her, God told me, you go nations through me. This is a girl she has never dreamed. One day she'll go out of Zambia. One day when we were in Israel, I asked her, "Kwe, what did I tell you?" For the second time, Kesh, I've gone to the state. Me, I've never been to state. And that's the truth. Not that because I can't go, because I've never felt the attachment of America. I've never felt any need in my spirit to go to America. You should not come, eh? May God deliver you. Attention seeker, this one. If you deny me to go to America, it will never also come to you. Although there's a country of dreams, eh? You need at least to step even to see. But I pray I'll have that opportunity to do so. And let me tell you something. How God works. Don't define your life by what you see. Give a definition to your life once God has given you what you can say, the light of your destiny. I meet this young man, Pastor Ben, whom the family has already rejected, lost hope. I meet them to the mountain of my daughter Linda. He was having a some group of my young girls. I was praying with them the mountain. We went to the mountain. They were underground there. They were resting. So I started preaching about the mystery of the mountain. This guy, I did not prophesy to him. They were attracted by what? By the preaching. They hear the message. Gosh, they were the infiltrated one, the intruders. In the process, I capture one girl. What her name? The cousin, Sharon. I called the name of Sharon. I started speaking in life. The cousin to my daughter there. This Al Ben and another pastor also there was there for 6 days waiting for God to talk to him. He has never talked to him. I told him, my son, God will bless you. I'll bless your wedding. You will settle through me. With that hope, they've got a beautiful wife. First one time, this daughter of mine, she becomes stubborn. The family told her, you know that church, whatever, you know what? I called her, I said, do you think my son is desperate? If you refuse this grace, it can fall another man. She went away for how many months? She stopped church. How many months? 5 months. Not even one was proposing on the street. Should do the rikiki rikoko. I just see someone call me one day. Hello, Papa. I'm still your daughter, whether you like it or not. I said, why are you facing me? Because I became, why are you calling me? Don't ever call my number again. I cut. And I tell you, Muntabula office, I commission, I was Arila. Papa, I've come back to my senses. People are bad. I've just realized. I say, you think if you had refused Ben, God is finished with Ben? This guy has a purpose. Don't define someone. From that day on, my daughter changed. She has never gone back. And they had a beautiful wedding. Even the family, they had the BP that day. It was a very successful wedding. And my son was no Zokoena. And they have a baby, beautiful girl. Me, I don't have Zokoena children. When I look at you, I see glory. Listen, if you don't have faith, allow my faith to work over your life. I don't need your faith in order for you to be what God wants you to be. My faith is more than enough to usher you into your destiny. That you shall shine above all the coast. Whether the devil like it or not, you are going higher again. You shall touch money you have never touched. You shall build the house of your own choice. Look at your neighbor and say, you don't know why you are here. Stop wiring. The basket is still going around. Don't be like the lion. Yes, now mature. You know, I've come to you as a prophet, again as your young brother. You know, when you said my wife, she's going to give birth to a baby girl, I was scared. Why you could have just said she's going to be pregnant. Lion. It was already shown from eternity. What a
What can I say?
What can